Peace and light. Come on in. Come on in. Peace, peace, peace. Come on in. Peace and light. Peace and light. Come on in here, family. Peace and love, peace and light. You are watching Magic Up TV. Here's where we talk about love, we talk about law, we talk about all things. There's nothing off the table, you understand? Here's where we say life is easy. We make it hard. You know what to do when you get here. Hit the love button, hit the share button, let somebody know that the Alchemist is in the building. We are talking about, hold on for a second, all right? I be wanting to jump right in, you know what I'm saying? I have to remember that. It takes some of y'all a little minute to see me on here. The algorithm is a little different these days, but it's all G, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about sex. We're talking about sex. Why are we even having it? Why are we even having it? What's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? I think that for the most part, sex is like a vehicle, right? Like we all want to go to the store. We all want to go to work. We all want to go across town. How do we go about getting there? A vehicle. Sex can transport you to so many different places. It's the type of sex that you desire actually shifts. It actually shifts your character. You know what I'm saying? Especially for men. Especially for men. You know, I saw a post the other day talking about the toxic nature of what comes after a one-night stand. And it was talking about how, people have all these expectations, you know what I'm saying, and then they have sex and then it just kind of goes left. My thing about it is this: it doesn't matter to me. I don't care about the one-night stand thing. That's not what it's about. However, because see, a one-night stand simply means that you either met that day or that was the day that you decided to meet, you understand? And you all did something in that time, right? That's a one-night stand. Like, we just met, that's what happened. Now, I was talking to somebody the other day. I don't have too many stories of one-night stands. That does not mean that I did not have sex with a woman the first time I met her. However, based on my energy, based on my spirit, you understand? I already asked enough questions to know if this exchange was going to be proper or not. I didn't just jump into it. And that one night stand lasted 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Why are we having sex? Like, what's the purpose? Outside of, you know what I'm saying, procreation. Some people, you know what I mean? It's simply pleasure. It's simply pleasure. You understand? And that's all you're going to get. So many people feel like because they can offer sex, or so many people feel like just because you've had sex, that this magical thing happens to where you are now desired. That was an activity. That was an activity. That doesn't necessarily mean that this is something that this person wants for the rest of their life. Because what comes after that? What did you put into that session? Was that sexual session mixed with magic and desire for the partner? Or did you selfishly go after this little piece? Because what comes after that is a telltale sign. Hollywood has tricked us. Hollywood has tricked us because, you know what I'm saying, when it shows us sex, what it shows us is it's like the final destination. When we're shown sexual activity on film, it seems to be the final destination. What do you mean by that, Seven? I'm glad you asked. What I mean by that is that it seems like the conquest. It seems like once a person has had sex, that's it. This is the program. Now watch this. What type of sex are they having? They tearing up the house, you know what I'm saying? Pushing artwork to the side, throwing stuff around. Now, I'm 45 years old. I done had some amazing sex. Never in my life did I tear down the picture on the wall. Never in my life have I torn down a painting. Never in my life have I pushed some shit off a desk, you know what I'm saying, and broke all the shit on my desk for some ass. That's Hollywood. That's Hollywood. And how do they paint that picture? It's very aggressive. You understand? It's very quick. You know, it's non-communicative. You know what I'm saying? They're not talking. They're getting straight to it. It's violent. It's rough. You understand? And it ain't too many women that really like that kind of shit. You understand? Like, a woman might like a good thrust from, you know what I'm saying? She might like a nice little beat up from time to time. But all that shit y'all doing is extra, man. You know what I'm saying? All of what you're seeing is extra. And you have to ask the question, who are they communicating to? Who are they talking to? They're talking to children. They're talking to young people. How do we know that? Because as adults, we know that that's not how it goes. We already understand that. They don't show the magic of sex. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I've never seen, you know what I mean? And when you understand the purpose of these things, when you understand the purpose is to rob us of our magic. The purpose is to, you know what I'm saying, for you not to be as educated on the matter. Because if you don't understand how to tap in, if you don't know how to, you understand, how to receive, if you don't know how to exchange, then what you're doing is robbing. You're taking away energy. That's what they're showing you on TV. They're showing energy being taken. They're not showing an exchange. They're not showing an exchange. They're showing someone taking another person's energy. That's what that looks like. You gotta be careful. I can make love look like anything. Just to get a few people buying into the program. Once I got a few people buying into the program, now they can't let it go. Why? Necessity. I got you feeling like you need this so much that you first off, you need it so much. Secondly, you don't understand it. Thirdly, you don't even know how to walk away. Sex is supposed to empower, not deplete. Sex is supposed to empower. You're supposed to receive something from it. You understand? Downloads, instructions, protection. Sex is communication between you, your partner, and the universe. It's the only time you can actually be one. All that becoming one, like, it sounds good, but how does that happen? How do you become one? I talk to people all the time in reference to relationships and sex, right? And I ask them, I say, you know, how much sex are you having? Are you having the sex that you desire? Most men are going to say no. So then what takes place if you're not receiving what you desire? What takes place? I tell you what takes place. Resentment, ridicule, toxic behavior. You understand? And this is the reason why people are moving the way they're moving. It's dictating life patterns for so many people. Why? It dictates how we dress, what we eat, how we behave. All of these things are us, right? But when we're out there looking for mates, or if we're already mated, we understand that this particular type of behavior is what keeps them. This is me, sure. However, because I want a family, this is how I must, right? This is the best way to. If I don't, then. And so our behavior becomes something of attraction. It becomes something of inkeep. And what dictates that even further is sex. Your partner knows if they're just your jump off. Even if you're in a committed relationship. Even if you're in a committed relationship, your partner knows if you're just a jump off. You're not discussing anything else. You're not having any other conversation. You're not talking about life. You understand? You're not talking about the future. You're talking about bills, the present day, and come here, let me have some of that. What is that sex doing for you? I desire sex that propels me. I desire sex that inspires me. I desire sex, you understand, that when I'm done, I'm like, man, whew. Hollywood shows us sex. This is what Hollywood shows us of sex. That's what Hollywood shows us of sex. Knocking shit off the wall. When all actuality, you understand? Sure, that could be the case. Sure, that could be the case. But for the most part, when your sex is in alignment with purpose, when your sex is in alignment with, you understand, enlightenment, a lot of times, more times than not, you're like, ooh, ooh, and ideas are forming. Ways are being made. You understand? Circumstances are being worked out. You understand? The universe is yielding itself. You understand? It's bending, it's shaping. It's like, oh shit, I hear you. That's what happened when I'm having sex. You understand? Like, because, listen, we want to manufacture reality. We want to do things without the proper understanding of it. You understand? Even if it seems like it's something that we should just be able to enjoy, or it's something that, you know what I'm saying, we're just doing. It's nothing that you should just be doing. I tell men this all the time, bro. How do you know you want to have sex with that woman? How? Because she looks good? Because she got a nice rack? She got a nice booty? Man, you don't know what's going on in that vibration. The other thing, and I know y'all gonna get at me about this. I do not believe. I want you to hear me out. I know I'm gonna get flack for this. What do they call it? What y'all women be doing? The yoni steaming to clear. What they call it? Hold on. Soul ties. Listen, I'm here to free y'all. I promise you. So many. If you all knew the truth about shit, you wouldn't participate in the other bullshit. You understand? Okay. Let me free you for a second. There is no such thing as a soul tie. Y'all are just go with whatever y'all see. I'm the guy that's not gonna say what everybody else saying. I don't need you buying, you know what I'm saying, my yoni bath steam. I don't need you. I'm not gonna sell you none of that shit. I'm not. I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as a soul tie. Now, I want you to refute me. I want you to tell me right now why you think there's a such thing as a soul tie, because I want to tell you exactly what that is. When you start breaking things down in layman's terms, that's when people can fight against it. That's when people can defend themselves in truth and in spirit. But when you make these things seem so what they call it? Like, I can't, no matter what I do, I can't fight it. Like in Christianity, they're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You got to resist the devil. How the hell you expect me to resist the devil if God didn't even beat him up? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you expecting me to do something you couldn't do? You know what I'm saying? Peace, Queen. How you expect resist the devil? What does that even mean? What are you talking about? There is no such thing. I'm gonna do a whole video on this. There's no such thing as a soul tie. So what is it, Seven? It's your ass having memories that you don't want to let go of. Why? Because it felt great in the moment. That's all it is. You and Henry used to fuck when you was 18. That nigga laid it down. He laid it down. Yo was fucking from 18 to 23. You understand? You 35 now. You ain't been able to find nobody to touch your body like Henry in all them years. You understand? It's not a soul tie. If I bought a house in 1996 and it was the best house I ever had and it's 2023, you think I got a soul tie to my house in the 90s? No, it's called, man, that refrigerator, the way the ice used to come out that bitch, whoo, man, I need a refrigerator like that in my new house. Ooh, my old house, it had stairs, and the stairs used to wind up, and I used to run up the stairs, and it made me crazy. Oh, I love that. In my new house, I want winding stairs. Y'all better stop listening to everybody. Stop it. Why? Because if there's such a thing as a soul tie, you can't get rid of it. Why? Because it's called a fucking soul tie. Hello? You understand? Y'all gotta let this foolishness go. You sitting on these yoni pots for an hour and a half. How many times you done did that? How many times you done did that? You done sat on this. Ralph, you ain't been with Ralph since 10 years ago. And you still sitting on yoni steams to get over this man. And you're calling it a soul tie. No, what you love, what you miss is the fact that he used to bring you a plate of food. You ain't met nobody that made lobster like Henry or like Bobby or like whoever. You have the right, you have the absolute right to hold on to anything in life that you found pleasurable. You have the right. Is it always conducive to forward motion? I don't know. I can't tell you that. I cannot tell you that. And that's the problem. That's the problem, yo. People trying to tell you shit and you just going with it. Did you ever stop to think, listen, man, why do you think your body goes through that situation every month? It's flushing out the toxins. What do you think of? That's blood. That's blood. What are you going to do to cleanse your blood more than have a period? I don't understand. Now, for those queens that don't have periods, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic. This is science and mathematics. Y'all making it religious. You're making it man-made ordinances. You just came from the church and now you bring in all of this ideology into spirituality with you that don't belong. Why? Because the shit don't make no sense. See, the reason you left the church, the reason you left those religions, the reason you left all of these things is because you would ask a question and people be like, don't be questioning God. Don't question God. But they give you, you know what I'm saying? When somebody is telling you some shit that's so simple, I ain't got to go make it up. I ain't got to pull it from no book. I ain't got to go nowhere. I ain't even got to give you the science of it. All I got to do is tell you common sense. The way your body is made up, you're going to know common sense when you hear it if you're on the path of knowledge. They got you feeling so fucked up about sex that you can't even appreciate it when you're having it. So many of y'all are so messed up in the mind over this three-letter word. Over this three-letter word. It's one of the most powerful activities. It is the most powerful activity you can ever participate on, that you can ever participate in on the planet. Ever. So many of y'all talk, sex ain't important. Sex ain't important. I want you to tell me that without your parents having sex. I want you to tell, however old you are, if you're 39, I want you to tell me that 42 years ago when your parents met. I want you to tell them not to have sex, and then 39 years later, I want you to have that conversation with me. You know why it's not going to happen? Because it can't. It can't. Why? Because without sex, none of us would be here. It is the delivering gateway of the gods. It is the universe and mankind's exchange. How do we know? We are involved. We are involved. You don't see no bears, no deer, no lions. You don't see them sitting on no goddamn pot trying to steam their yoni. Y'all crazy, man. If you made better decisions with the sex choices, you wouldn't even feel like you had to go sit on no fucking yoni. You understand? If a relationship doesn't work out, but yet you chose that person for divine reasons, it don't matter if it don't work out no more. But you not sitting up in no place talking about, oh, he stole my energy. Oh, why is it that when oh, he stole my energy? He ain't steal nothing. The problem is you think you're actually giving him something. And men actually think they're giving you something. Bruh, you're not killing it. Bruh, listen. Listen, King, listen. I know you might feel like your sex is the best, you understand? But every woman is different. You can't just come into the situation like I'm finna knock this down and she gonna love it. You ain't even took time to speak to this woman's soul yet. You ain't even took time to ask her what she want. Let me ask you something. What's your favorite color? You don't even know nothing. And you automatically think all of that thrusting is what she's wanting. Because she's going, Just like some of y'all women. You think just because he in it going, then it's great? He could put it in a hole. I promise you. If you wanna make a science project out of it, go cut a hole in your wall. You understand? Put a jelly bag in the hole. Put some saran wrap around the hole. Then put some more jelly around the hole. Then put another saran wrap around the hole. Then tell your man to go hit the wall. I promise you, it's gonna be almost the same. He gonna go, Because that's what happens when you just keep doing this to that thing down there. It's just science. It don't mean it is great. Y'all out here just doing it. It's like getting in the car and just going, you know what? I'm just gonna drive. Where you going? I don't know. How you getting there? I don't know. What's the speed limit? I don't know. And then you're expecting to arrive at a particular destination. How you doing that? And you don't even understand how much sex is playing into your everyday life. I'm at these bars. I'm at some of the most exquisite bars in Atlanta. Men of great posture in conversation who are only trying to get some. That's all that's on their mind. They can't focus on nothing else. I gotta get some. In politics, they don't even want you around. They don't even want you in politics a lot of times unless you're married. Excuse me, unless you're married. Long time ago, you understand? Long time ago, certain people wouldn't even do business with you if you wasn't married. It's easy to come out here and sex on that one, and sex on that one, and sex on that one without any responsibility. But when you become esoteric, when you become spiritually inclined, when you become in alignment with the universe, you start to understand something. Seed don't mean children. Seed does not mean children. Even though we're supposed to be out here multiplying, you understand? Be fruitful and multiply. Those are two different things. Those are two different things. Be fruitful. If you're not fruitful, how you out here multiplying? That's what I don't understand. If you're not fruitful, how do you feel like you should be out here multiplying? King? Queen? You understand? Like, I don't understand. Like, so many women out here, they ain't even figured out life yet, but they want to give a man a child. What you talking about? First off, you can't give me nothing. What you mean you want to give me a child? You can't give me a child. You can't give me a child unless I gave one to you too. What are you talking about? The way we think about this shit is toxic. You don't use it for healing. You'll go to the store, you'll get some ibuprofen, you'll go get some Robitussin, you'll go, you know what I'm saying? You'll go online, look the shit up. You got a whole mate sitting beside you. You ain't asked them to kiss on you, touch on you, you know what I'm saying? Put the energy, you ain't asked for none of that. But you'll go put some chemicals in you. You'll go put some drugs in you. The vibration, you know what I'm saying? The vibration of your reflection is the first. It's the first line of defense. It's y'all against the world. You understand? So that connection, the way it happens, is so important. It shouldn't just be an activity. It should be a lifestyle. You got people going to church, you know what I'm saying? They've been asking the Lord for a financial blessing for the last 2.5 years. They're still in the same house, you know what I'm saying? They ain't been able to get a new car, they ain't been able to get a new job, but they're at that church faithfully, giving their first fruits to the Lord, while their mate has been asking for a little booty. Their mate has been asking for a little understanding. Sex is not just penetration, it's understanding, it's connection. It's vibration. If all sex is an activity, that grows old. That grows old. And where's the fruit to that? You understand? Because an activity bears fruit. The fruit is either fruitful or it's not. And once it becomes not, that's when all the trouble set in. You understand? If your sex and after the sex ain't of the same vibration, if the only time y'all good is when y'all in the bed, you got some trouble ahead of you. You got a lot of trouble ahead of you. King, spend time speaking to that woman. Spend time getting to know her. Pour into her desires. How can I be of assistance to you? What can I help you with? Start making love before you even see each other. Text. Flirt. What happened to flirting? Y'all don't flirt no more. You so hellbound on the bills. You know what I'm saying? Y'all so hellbound on life. You don't even flirt no more. But you flirt with everybody else. The moment y'all ain't around each other, you flirting with everybody else. Dude see you. Hey, pretty girl. Hey. Your man talking to you. He don't want to hear it. Why? It's a bill due. This money is fucking y'all up. Y'all seeing these women on social media, you know what I'm saying? They taking these elaborate trips. Your man ain't took you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He out there busting his ass every day. You know what I'm saying? The jump off took her to Paris. The jump off did. When they got back, it wasn't no more. You know what I'm saying? She ain't seen him for another 2 weeks. That's all right. She got that content though. She made you jealous, didn't she? Got your ass. Your man at home working hard. You looking at him like, oh man, when we going to Paris? Oh man, when we going to Paris? This nigga at work hard. Pouring into you and the family hard. Got him feeling like he's not adequate. because you on Instagram. Sex is the perpetuation. It's the perpetuating factor of all of this. Of all of it. Of all of it. And a man knows. You understand? Because because I was at a party the other day. Sister said to me, listen, what men don't understand is dating me takes a little work. She said, now, my friend over there, or my niece over there, or whomever it was over there, that don't take no work. You can turn that up in a heartbeat. Now, here's what's funny. Depending on where a man is in his life, he's not concerned with working for no coochie. For what? You know what I'm saying? And you want him to feel bad about that? Nah, man. He's not. That's just like sitting a bowl out at home and a cat, you know what I'm saying, just come and lick up the bowl. That cat don't care about what you got going on in your house. You set that bowl out, that's all it wanted was some milk. It's some women out here. Some women out here don't care, you know what I'm saying, where you going, King. They don't care about your status. They don't care about your spirituality. They don't care about none of that. They just trying to have dinner tonight. They want some dick and dinner. That's it. You understand? We have to learn, okay, if that's the energy that I want to be in, it's okay to be in that energy, number one. But if that's not the energy that I don't want, I don't have to subscribe to it just because I'm a man or just because I'm a woman. You don't have to subscribe to it. Stop allowing it, you know what I'm saying, to control. So many of y'all are you're lonely, you're so lonely, you get into these toxic relationships just to have somebody holding you at night. And he ain't worth shit, but you got you one. She ain't worth shit, but you got you one. You understand? This is life. And we're all different. Some of us are only mating for ritualistics. That's it. Only for the rituals. Some of us are only mating for love. We don't care how progressive. We don't care if life becomes grand. We just want to be held. We just want the simple things. You know what I'm saying? We don't want the grandeur. Some of us are choosing mates to dominate our marketplaces, to dominate the space on the planet, to dominate. Some of us are choosing our mates, you understand, to be icons in the community. And however that choice, that sex is going to follow. Now, watch this. All of these songs, y'all think this shit is just frivolous? It's just nothing? You got all these songs talking about sexual healing. You got all these songs talking about, you know what I'm saying? Why is that? The only thing, I don't want to say the only thing. I don't want to say the only thing. Lust and desire has brought many people back from the dead. Lust and desire has brought many people back. You understand? That association and that intimacy, that will have you live in life. Some of us decide, you know, man, I don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? The world is hard. Let them fall in love. Let them fall in love. Let them fall in love. Oh my God, that same person that was talking about just dying and rolling over last year, that same person that was talking about dying and rolling over 6 months ago, you talk to him now, oh, they got the bop. They got a bop. Intimacy is the battery of consciousness. Hear what I say? Intimacy is the battery of consciousness. Why do you say? Because for those of us who are conscious, we're actually doing things with our life. You understand? We're actually doing things. Who wants to lead a people? Who wants to be an icon in the community without having somebody to share that with? Who wants to provide for others and not have someone for themselves? Right? That don't seem kosher, right? But it's how you feel about self first. Sex starts with you. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all are so afraid to touch yourself. Y'all afraid to touch yourself. How somebody else, you know what I mean? Like, you don't even know what you like. You don't even know what you like. You've been taught it's wrong. You've been taught it's dirty. You've been taught so many things negative about sex you can't even produce. Sex is about producing. How do we know? That's science. Some of us don't understand that you don't have to produce a child. You can produce magic. You can produce circumstances. That sex can literally help a whole community. Why? Because once we're together in this union of spirit, once our bodies are together in this understanding of divinity, we can ask for anything. We just broke the plane. Like, do you understand? How? When you go to sleep, what do you see? And if you saw it, did you not go there? Okay? Your body stayed here, but you traveled. It's kind of like what happens when you're having sex. You have entered, or someone has entered you. There's a whole universe taking place right in that moment. Fusion. Right in that moment. Magic in that moment. Two spaces became one. Like, even if I put my hands together, I can't emulate. There's nothing that I can do that can emulate what takes place in sex. I can open my hand. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that can emulate that. So imagine, because some of y'all be in the moment. Some of y'all, some of y'all just be in the moment. All y'all thinking about is the drapes, the blinds, cleaning up. He in there getting it. All you thinking about is, oh, I wish he would hurry up. Oh, I can't believe we gotta do this every day. Oh, I wonder what I'm gonna cook for dinner tonight. I didn't notice that spot on the drapes. I need to wash the clothes. This is what some of y'all are doing while all of this is going on. Instead of, please, universe, bless him. Let him receive what he needs in this day. Instead of some of y'all going, please, universe, send her whatever clients she need. Send her a productive work day. Some of y'all just, I gotta get mine, gotta get mine, gotta get mine. So if she thinking about the drapes and he thinking about getting his, where's the magic? The drapes is gonna get done. He gonna bust. Y'all gonna walk away. And then what happens? And I'm talking to married people. I'm talking to people in relationships. I ain't talking to single people. Some single people got it figured out more than you. You understand? Start what I would employ. Start taking your sex a little more seriously. Stop viewing it as just whatever. I'm at the bar in a lot of exquisite places. It seems to me single women complain about being single and then they get into a relationship and complain about how much they gotta have sex. Girl, all he wanna do is be on me. But if that nigga was out with somebody else, you'd be mad. Oh, girl, he out here cheating on me. But he done asked you 3 times a day, baby, can I get some? Baby, can I get some? Baby, can I get some? You think that's all he wants. It's not. Y'all gotta stop that. Because sometimes we think all you want is to be covered. All you want is your bills paid. How can that be all you want? If it was all you want, then the want of what the all was started from some place. How can all you want is your bills paid if you didn't create bills? And what bills did you create if you didn't want a standard of life? And if a nigga's fucking on you and don't understand that you desire a standard of life, you don't need to be fucking on him. We gotta stop this bullshit. If you don't want to fuck, stop fucking. I don't care. You in a relationship? Because that sex that you're giving him is toxic. You giving him toxic pussy. I'm telling you. Because you was fucking them, and then you going and talking to your girl bad about it. Like, that's not what you really want to be doing. So stop. Stop doing what you don't want to do. Cooking is sex. That food is going in him. And if you didn't make it with love, stop serving it to him. If you don't have admiration for him, stop kissing him. Same thing, King. If all you doing is talking shit about your queen, you got to stop touching her. Stop touching her until you feel better about the situation, or go find someone else. All we're doing is we're sending our lovers out into the world with toxic shit. It's like a magnet for destruction. You understand? Why is it that when we wake up, we can't greet each other with a kiss? Why is that? Why you don't want to kiss me first thing in the morning?
Rising.
Why you don't want to kiss her first thing in the morning? Why you don't want to speak life?
Yes, sir. How are you? Sorry about that.
And this is why I say life is easy.
Thank you for reaching out. I know
We make it hard.
a long time ago. I wanted to make sure that you got
Have purpose.
that I asked over.
Choose wisely. Or when you choose. And stop feeling bad about your choices. Make conscious choices. Stand in them. Be accountable. Stop feeling like you gotta let go of every experience.
I have
Anything that made you happy, you
consistent
get to hold
numbness
on
on
to.
my left side, and the way the VA
love you all.
protocol is, they started off with the shoulder exercise,
Peace to man, woman, and child, all things to walk the earth.
and then they put me
As
in,
above, so below, may all things be
therapy.
balanced and well
And then they're
alignment.
requiring
Dua,
now,
dua,
because
as I send it back to
occupational
you.
therapy feels like
You've been
there's
watching
something
Magic Up
depression
TV, and
that's
I
resulting
am
in
70
all the numbness
Alchemist.
that I have.
Share the video. I love you.
So I'm